Hello, anyone here? I'm here to see the librarian. A little old woman in a cat sweater, holding a candle, approached him. And I'm here to see you, she said in a soft old lady whisper. She launched herself at his face and clung on with a vice-like grip. Light started pouring out of his face and eyes and ears. The old librarian sucked this light in through every pore of her body. Thank you for your stories, storyteller. I am the librarian, and I will organize them in my library. Thank you for your contribution. Your purpose is now complete. And with that, he collapsed on the ground, dead. Morning, Lil. It's Tuesday. Do you remember when I was in high school, I think about 9th grade, and I had a kind of nerdy group of friends, as usual. Oh, look, the fire alarm's going off. How exciting. Do you remember in high school when I had this group of friends and we had a little writing group called the Random Words of Amazingness? We were extremely talented about coming up with names. Anyway, you used to make fun of us because we would get together and share pieces of creative writing about once a week for about a month or so. Except for the rule was we each picked a phrase or word, and then every piece of writing had to use all 5 of those phrases and words. So, for example, this is from week 2. The story or poem needed to include a vial of blood, a lunar eclipse, this quote, creativity will always encounter opposition from mediocre minds, a mortician, and a candle. And so we would get together and write about things. And you used to make fun of us. Well, be fully prepared to make fun of my group of friends once again. For about a month and a half, I've been participating in a round-robin writing group. This was an idea that my roommate had where each person starts a story and then passes it on to the next person in a circular motion. So you write a story, you pass it on, and then they pass it on, etc., until it comes to the very last person who to write before the original author. And during the writing process, you're not allowed to talk about the story. You're not allowed to share any details. You only get to write based off what the previous authors have written. Yesterday was our final get-together, and the 4 writers, myself, my roommate Nancy, and 2 of my best friends, Sammy and Samara, got together and read out loud our stories. They were very interesting and all extremely wonderful. Because of the members of our group, all of the stories had elements of literary studies, fantasy, surrealism, Night Vale, and fan fiction. The bit that I read to you at the beginning is the ending to one of the stories about a boy who is thrown into the storyteller world, full of mysterious yellow hooded figures. To show you an example of what our stories were like. It was a really, really fun afternoon, and I know it's really nerdy, but I am just really happy to have friends that I can do this with. Friends that I can share writing with, that I can share stories with. In other news, it's the 2nd week of school, I'm feeling stressed, and I have to leave for a meeting soon.
This book is really cute.
Yeah, I guess that's all I have to talk about today. I hope that your weekend in Lyon was très bon, and that your week goes extremely well. Alrighty, Lily. Au revoir. Bye. Week 3. Skipping, peanut butter, Elvis, nuclear bombs, and fuzziness or mold. We were strange little 14-year-olds.